questions. So this is Lokesh. So in this class we are going to discuss the another concept under probability rules, that is conditional probability, and one more concept is there, that is complementary probability. So this concept you are going to take, that is after multiplication rule. So in previous session itself we have already discussed, that is how that multiplication rule will be applicable for the dependent event and independent event, and also we have already discussed, that is what is dependent event and independent event, and how to calculate the probability for independent event and dependent event. Take down this concept, that is conditional probability, that is after multiplication rule only. So because it is also similar to multiplication rule formulas. Okay, see, conditional probability, the name only indicates that the conditional probability is nothing but it is a process of calculating the probability of an event. So any of the event, so it is the process of calculating the probability of an event given that another event has already occurred. So the same concept will be discussed in the previous class itself, that is under dependent event. So in dependent event, how we are going to apply the formula, that is probability of A intersection B is equal to the probability of A is based on, that is we have to multiply for this probability of event A with the probability of B is already that B that A is already occurred, right? See the difference between this formula and for the conditional probability formula. So the conditional probability is nothing but calculating the probability. Okay, so it is also formula for calculating the probability only, but only the difference. So in this conditional probability, the probability of an event, so any event that they have given in the problem, that another event has already occurred. So it is also a process of calculating the probability of a particular event is given in the problem if another event has already occurred. So in this case, see how the formulas will be going to differ. So for conditional probability we have to apply the formula. See, probability of A slash B. So ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಓದಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಎ ಈಸ್ ಅಕರಿಂಗ್ is given B event has already occurred. Okay, so take down the probability of event A is occurring given that the probability of B, that is event B, is already occurred. Okay, so like this we have to read this formula. Okay, so after takes into consideration, that is the event A occurring that given B is already has occurred, then we have to take into consideration, that is the probability of A and B both the event occurred, that is the probability of A intersection B, that must be divided by the probability of A. Okay, so in this dependent event, that is under multiplication rule, we have already discussed that if A, that is A in event is already has been occurred, then we have to apply the formula, that is probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B if already A is occurred. Okay, so in similar type only we have to divide this probability of A intersection B from probability of A, but in multiplication rule we are multiplying the probability of A into the probability of B is given if A is already occurred. So this is the difference between the dependent event under multiplication rule and in the conditional probability. If it is a conditional probability, you have to apply this formula, that is probability of event A is occurring if B is already occurred, if given B is already occurred, is equal to the probability of A intersection B divided by the probability of A. Okay, so this is the formula. So this is the exchange formula for conditional probability through multiplication rule. So ಇದನ್ನ inter exchange ಅಂದ್ರೆ exchange ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ so it will be occur same like this. So in conditional probability, the way of calculating the probability for the different events is the formula will be like this. So then it is easy to calculate the probability when the events are given under conditional probability, that already the event has been occurred. Okay, so with the example I will give a clarity for this conditional probability, how the probability for the event will be calculated based on the conditional probability based on this formula. Okay, let's take down the example. See, in a class 40% of the student study maths and science. Okay, so in a class 40% of the students study maths and science. So maths I am going to denoted by M and science denoted as S. Okay, so then the probability of both M and yes, M and S means M means maths and S means science. What is the probability of maths and science? That is 40%. So 40% is nothing but 0.40. Okay, so similarly the 60% of the students study maths. Okay, so the probability of M, that is maths, how much? That is 60%. So 60% in the sense 0.60. So based on this information we have to calculate the probability of the student studying in science, that given he or she already studied maths. So already students maths alli enadru study ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದು, ಬಟ್ 40% ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು 60% ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಯಿಂಗ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ the given he or she is already studying maths. So based on this information we have to calculate the probability of the student studying in science if the student studied in maths is already given. So already given in the sense we have to apply the conditional probability formula. Okay, so and also you have to consider the dependent event. So whether the given events are the dependent events or independent events. So based on this you have to apply the conditional probability or dependent rule. Okay, see, according to the condition we are going to solve the problem. Okay, see, according to this I am going to frame a formula. The probability of M, that is maths student information, is already given, right? So therefore I am going to write see, the probability of science is given if maths student information is already given. So therefore this probability will be calculated based on the probability of maths and science or maths intersection science. Okay, so divided by probability of which event is already occurred, that is event M is already occurred, right? So simple formula you have to formulate, so based on the condition just. Okay, see, what is the probability of M and S? So what is the probability of M and S? That is 0.40, right? So what is the probability of M? That is math student already studied, that is 0.60. So the probability of M and S is 40% and the probability of maths is 60%. So it is nothing but 0.40 and 0.60. Now the probability of science students, if a math student already studied. Okay, so what is the probability? That is 0.40 divided by 0.60, that is 0.67. That is 0.67 is your probability. So this is the probability for this illustration. Okay, so next take down the second example. See the second illustration. In a group of 100 sports car buyers are there. So in a group, the total 100 sports cars buyers are there. So first we have to write down the given information. Okay, so it is very helpful to solve the problem. So how many sports car buyers are there? That is 100 sports car buyers. Okay, see, from this 100 sports car buyers, 40 sports car buyers, that is 40 sports car buyers purchases or bought alarm system. So assume this alarm system is event A. Okay, so then the probability of okay, see, 40 bought alarm system. So assume this alarm system is event A. Okay, next 30 sports car buyers purchased bucket seats. Okay, so how many sports car buyers purchased the bucket seats? That is 30 sports car buyers purchased bucket seats. Okay, so purchase of bucket seats, assume it as event B. So then it is easy to apply the formula. Okay, next 20 purchased an alarm system and bucket seats. See, 20 sports car buyers purchased both alarm system and bucket seats. Okay, so both alarm system and bucket seats. Okay, so when we are assuming the alarm system is A and bucket seats as B, then this sentence will be also written as A and B, right? Because there are total 20 sports car buyers purchases both alarm system and bucket seats. Okay, so this is the given information in the problem. So that we are going to calculate if a car buyers chosen at a random bought an alarm system, what is the probability that they also bought bucket seats? See, if a car buyers chosen randomly purchase an alarm system, so alarm system is nothing but event A. So based on the event A, we have to compute the probability of purchase of bucket seats. Means based on the event A has already occurred, so based on that we have to calculate the probability of B. Okay, so I will write this information in Venn diagram, then it is also very helpful to calculate the formula and apply the conditions and rules, that is the information to the formula. Okay, see how many sports car buyers are there? That is totally 100 sports car buyers are there, right? So total 100 sports car buyers are there, right? Okay, so 40 bought alarm system. So assume this circle as probability of A. Okay, so how many sports car buyers purchase the event A, that is alarm system, that is 40, right? Next, 30 sports car buyers purchase the bucket seats. Okay, so assume this event is as probability of B. So how many sports car buyers purchase the bucket seats, that is 30. Okay, now what is the total number of sports car buyers purchases both the alarm system and bucket seats? So this region will be indicates that the sports car buyers purchases both alarm system and bucket seats, right? So what is the total number of sports car buyers purchase? That is 20. So I am going to write here 20 sports car buyers, that is 20 sports car buyers. Now we have to apply the conditional probability rule. Okay, see what is the formula to compute the conditional probability? That is the probability of B is occurring given event A is already occurred. So in the problem they specifies that if car buyers chosen randomly purchase alarm system, so based on this occurring event we have to calculate the probability of purchasing bucket seats. So therefore the problem, that is the formula, will be applicable like this: the probability of occurring a B, that is bucket seats, is given if event A is already occurred, if alarm system is already purchased by the sports car buyers. So this will be calculated based on the probability of both alarm system and bucket seats is divided by the probability of A, because event A is already occurred. So based on this we have to calculate the probability of purchase of bucket seats. See the diagram and apply the formula. Okay, see what is the probability of that the sports car buyers purchase both alarm system and bucket seats. Both alarm system and bucket seats purchased by the 20 sports car buyers. So 20 sports car buyers. So what is the probability of that sports car buyers purchase alarm system only? See, probability of A is 40. So 40, right? So now the probability of that they also bought bucket seats is 1/2 or 0.50 or 50% chances. So this is the way of calculating the probability under conditional probability, if they ask specifically to calculate the probability under conditional probability. Okay, see the next problem, that is the next example, that is third example. See the third illustration. Consider the following table, that is this table, and compute the probability of a given questions below. So for this question we have to compute the probability based on this information. Okay, so the information related to male right-handed and left-handed and female right-handed and left-handed is given. See, male right-handed 0.41 and left-handed 0.08, on total male 0.49, and female right-handed 0.45 and left-handed 0.06 and total female 0.51. So the total will be equal to 1 because always the probability lies between 0 and 1. Okay, so the total of right-handed, which includes both and female and male, that is 0.86, that is 86, and total of left-handed includes male and female, that is 0.14 is given. See, find the probability that a randomly selected a person is the first question, that is first condition. A male is given that she is right-handed. Okay, so male is given and she is right-handed. So male is denoted by M and right-handed is denoted by R. So then it is easy to apply the formula. So according to conditional probability, how we are going to represent this information or this question in the sense, so male is given that already R event occurred. Okay, so the same thing here you have to apply this information to this formula. So this will be right as a male is given that she is right-handed. So here we have to assume the right-handed, that is event R is already occurred. So therefore we have to compute the probability of male. Okay, so based on this condition we have to formulate the formula as the probability of for that is for first condition, the probability of a male is given that R is already occurred. So therefore this will be calculated based on the considering the probability of a male and right-handed, that is M intersection R divided by probability of right-handed is occurred already. Okay, so now simply you have to apply the condition or information to this formula. See, what is the probability of a male and also right-handed? So the probability of male and also right-handed is 0.41. Okay, so don't get confusion with the information. So correct agi ನೀವು ಟೇಬಲ್ ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Okay, so points ಅಥವಾ values ಎಲ್ಲಿ intersect ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. So it is easy to analyze. See, the probability of male and also right-handed, ಮೇಲು ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅವರು ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡು ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0.41. both male and right-handed is the probability value 0.41. and also the probability of right-handed. So ಈಗ probability of right-handed na ನಾವು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. So what is the total probability of right-handed? That is total 0.86. so 0.86. so now you simply calculate the probability, you will get 0.47 is your probability for this first question. Okay, so now second question. See, right-handed given that she is male. Okay, so don't get confusion with the she is male. Okay, so that's why I told you in the first class itself the probability is like a aptitude questions, so it is very tricky questions. Okay, see second question, right-handed. So right-handed will be denoted as R given that she is male. Okay, see the probability of so according to conditional probability we are going to frame the formula, that is right-handed, the event R is occurring given that she is male. So the event male, that is M is already occurred, we have to calculate the probability of R based on the probability of both R and M divided by the probability of M. So right-handed given that she is male. So right-handed is given that M is already occurred. So we are going to consider both R and M, right-handed and male. So based on the probability of male. So last ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮೇಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲೂ ನೋಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ probability of right handed na ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Okay, so don't get confusions with this information. So clearly you have to analyze and frame the formula according to the conditions. So now simply apply the condition or information to this formula. So see in the table what is the probability of a right handed and male. So the probability of a right handed and male, how much? So probability of a right-handed and male, right? So 0.41. Next, what is the total probability of male? So what is the total probability of male? This probability includes right-handed and left-handed. So that we have to identify. See the total probability of male in this problem they are asking, that is 0.49. Okay, so in the first condition right handed ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಮೇಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, that is 0.41 is similar to above question. But in this case they are asking the probability of male. So based on this probability of total male we are going to compute the probability of right handed if M is already occurred. So for this you will get 0.86. okay, so 0.86 is your probability. Okay, so next third question. So this is not 0.86, so 0.84. okay, this is 0.84. next third question. See the third question. A female is given that she is left-handed. Okay, so the probability of a female is given that the event is left-handed is already given. So here female is denoted by F and left-handed will be denoted as L. So we have to compute the probability of a female that given L is already occurred based on the probability of a female and left-handed and what is the last condition, that is probability of left-handed. Okay, so now simply apply this third condition based on the information. So probability of a female and left-handed, so ಅವರು female ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು left-handed ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. Okay, so the female and left-handed, so 0.06 and the probability of total left-handed and the probability of total left-handed 0.14. So for this you will get the probability, that is 0.43. so 0.43 is your probability. Okay, so ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ UGC ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ NTA ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಕ್ವೆರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಎ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ solution for your queries. So if you still not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, so please subscribe today only, so that you will get my latest videos and updated videos. Okay, so thanks for watching.